Hello everybody, I hope you're well. So I thought I'd do another mobility style workout stretch routine to help you through this lockdown. This one's going to be more concentrating on the upper body compared to all body, and will be more focusing on front rack mobility and overhead mobility, just to help those of you with general mobility issues, and those of you who are doing Olympic weightlifting. That front rack mobility is going to help you with those front squats, and the overhead mobility is going to help you with those overhead positions in your snatch. So we'll crack straight into it. So first of all, you're going to need space like the last video, so make yourself a little sanctuary like I have now. You also need one of these PVC pipes again, just for one exercise at the end. It doesn't need to be crazily long, but something along those lines would be fantastic. We only need it at the end, so we'll put that aside for now. So, here we go then. So, first of all, we're going to do this next stretch like we did last time. So, you look up, bring your chin up to your nose, so you feel a big stretch down the front, down to the side, left or right, and you feel a stretch come down side of your neck, other side, obviously comes down the other side of the neck, and then down, and really reach down. And then you're going to bring back up, side, other side, and down, and one more time, so if you're anything like me, you'll feel a few clicks around the neck as well. And after you've done those stretches 3 times, you're going to take your head to 5 reps going one way, and 5 reps going the other way. Okay, obviously my counting is fantastic, so if I've done 4, just go for 5. Next thing you need to do are those shoulder positions that we did last time. So probably best to go on your knees for this, so you've got a little bit more height. You're then going to shrug as hard as you can, or back as hard as you can, and push forward as hard as you can, and do that 3 times. And then you're going to do 5 rotations backwards. And then 5 rotations forward. Now from there, you're actually going to do 5 arm rotations as well. Backwards. And then forwards. And then backwards. On the other side, of course. And forward. Perfect. Now you're going to do those lying shoulder flexions. So you're going to lie on the floor, hopefully I can stay within the camera shot, like so. Suck your stomach in, so your back's flat against the floor, feet flat on the floor, knees up. 5 reps one side. Again, don't push it too far, just take it to the limit and go from there. Other side. Cool. And then you're going to do those thoracic rotations. So, going to be on all 4s. You're then going to bring your hand up to your temple on one side, rotate it under the other elbow, and then pull across. Do 5 reps on that side, swap and swap. Perfect. Now, the next exercise is something we didn't do in the last video. It's something called a Persian push-up, okay? So, you're gonna go all on 4s on your feet this time, with your bum stuck up in the air, like so. Now, your head wants to go in between your arms, and you're effectively going to dive bomb into the floor, then scoop your head through, and then push up the other side. So almost doing like an arch with your head. So down towards the floor, elbows go back, through the floor, and push up. Okay? And in this position you'll feel a bit of a stretch in the abs as well. So bum up, back to there, and again. Cool, once you've done 5 of those, grab a drink of water if you need to. So the next load of exercises are actually more stretches rather than dynamic movements. The first thing we're going to do is a floor chest stretch. You can also do this against the a ceiling or a wall, but I'm going to do it on the floor just so you can keep it in the camera angle. So you're going to lie on the floor, put your hand behind you like so, so you're on your side. Down onto the floor, turn that arm so it's basically directly behind your shoulder. Feet go in a position where your hips are straight. Then you're going to raise this part of your chest off the floor. And you feel the stretch come through your chest and your anterior deltoid. So you're just going to hold that for a few seconds. You should feel that stretch kind of start to die down as it relaxes. So as it does die down, we're going to do a progressive stretch. So you're just going to take it a little bit further. Again, once you feel it start to die down, you can take it further again. Then hold that until it starts to feel a little bit looser. You're then going to come up and you're going to do exactly the same on the other side. Now, you should feel that come across on your deltoid. Just keep holding that, keep breathing calmly. As said, if you're unable to do this stretch, you can do it up against the wall. So hopefully the wall I've got will stay in camera shot. So what you're going to do with this one, you're going to find yourself just any bit of wall or door frame will do as well. You're going to put your forearm up on the door, so your elbow is at least shoulder height. You're then going to, you can do this standing up by the way, the reason I'm doing it kneeling is so I can stay within the camera shot. You're then going to come, push forward and twist away from the wall. You should feel that come across your chest there. Again, hold that until it starts to relax and push it a little bit further until it relaxes again and keep going. And hold it for about a minute on each side. And then, of course, done on one side, then do the other side as well. Perfect. So, the next one we're going to do is a lat stretch. Now, a lot of you get to do this as you are now. You're going to walk your hands forward and turn yourself over to one side like so. So you're walking your hands over. And then you're in this position. You really want to think about bending yourself like a banana. So really pushing out that way. And you feel a stretch come down this side. This is one way to stretch your lats. And just hold this again. Let it settle down until you keep stretching until you let it settle down, and then take a little bit further. And then a little bit further again. And again, you want to hold this for, 30 seconds to a minute. Put your head underneath your hand, your arm. That helps increase the stretch. Then walk hands over the other side. Again, just feel a nice stretch through that side down here, pushing your body like a banana out that way, so you feel more of a stretch into that lat. walk a little bit further once it starts to, when the stretch relaxes off a bit. And then come back in. Now that's one way to stretch the lats. The other way I'm going to show you is with help of a sofa or table, any sort of solid object. And what you need to do is you're going to put your hand up on the sofa, slightly bend that elbow, other hand goes off just to stabilise your position. Then you're effectively going to do a similar sort of movement as you were in just a second ago. Pushing down into that lat you're trying to stretch, head goes sort of beneath your arm and stretching like so. This might catch your rear delt as well, which is always a good thing. So you can hold this again, same principles. Once the stretch starts to relax, push it a little bit further, then a little bit further, and holding it for about a minute. So imagine I've held that for a little minute. Other side. There you go. Perfect. So, the chest and the lats all connect to the humerus just underneath the bicep, and if they're tight, they pull the bicep down, or biceps down, or the arm down and inwards, which will mean you'll be prevented to go overhead because the lats are pulling it down and your chest are pulling it in. Okay? So by keeping those mobile, you'll be able to keep a nice overhead position. It also affects your front rack position, because if you're in this position here, imagine I had a bar across my back. If your chest is tight, it's going to roll that humerus in, it's going to immediately rotate that humerus in. And if your lats are tight, that's going to pull those elbows down. So a lot of people, and a lot of people I've worked with, they complain about wrist pain. And that's simply because of those, or most of the time, it's simply because of those two muscles are being tight, pulling those elbows down and putting that arm into the wrong position. And of course it means that it has to pull the wrist back even further to keep that bar where you want it, which puts more pain in there, okay? The other exercise, or another muscle group rather, that affects that wrist position is your triceps. Because the tricep, of course, is here, and it connects to various points in your forearm here. So if that's tight, it pulls that elbow into less flexion, which causes, again, the wrist pain, because the wrist has to do more work to bend further back to put that bar in the right place. So, for your tricep stretch, quite a simple one, and there's quite a few different ones you're going to do, but the one I'm showing you today is the one which you don't need any equipment. Simply you're going to bring your arm in question, round the back of your head like so, grab your other arm, grab that elbow, and you're going to pull it across that way. And whilst you're doing that, the hand behind wants to go downwards, okay? You should first stretch, calm down your tricep. Now chances are, you might feel it in the lat as well, that's fine. So again, holding that for up to a minute. When the stretch relaxes, you just want to pull it across a little bit more. You might want to lean your body fractionally over as well, just to feel that behind the arm stretch. So nice calm breathing. So imagine I've held that for a minute. You're then going to do exactly the same on the other side. So other hand goes across, other arm grabs it, pulls it around. Now I don't have particularly tight triceps, so I have to really work to get it. If you have bands, you can do it with a band as well, and that'll come up in another video. But these stretches you can do without any equipment at all, except for a broomstick or what are they called? Mop stick, which I imagine most of you have, or at least should have, to keep your houses clean, homes clean. Perfect, okay? Now, the last exercise we're going to do is just with the PVC pipe or that broomstick. So, you're going to grab hold of it. Now, hopefully this will come up well in the video. But you're basically going to put the stick next to your arm like so. You're then going to grab the stick with your hand like so, the elbow in that kind of slightly awkward position. With the other arm, you then want to pull it up, and you'll feel a stretch almost come in the back of the arm there. Now this is going to massively help
with your external rotation and the ability to keep your humerus from rolling inwards. Okay, so again, hold that. Then when the stretch all dies down, put a little bit further. So you don't go crazy with it. Don't yank it up too hard. So you want to hold that for, again, like a minute or so. Imagine I've held that for a minute or so. Mirror that, so goes on the underside of the arm, grabs hold of it, grab it with the other arm, and pull it up. I hope that comes out clearly in the video. So again, this is going to be a big contributing factor to general shoulder health, shoulder girdle health, making sure the shoulder doesn't roll in during movements. There's a big help to Olympic weightlifters in those front squat, not just Olympic weightlifters of course, but any athlete or individual who wants to do front squats, this is going to be a big helper in their ability to stay in the right position. Perfect. And there we are, guys. So again, like the other exercises or the other workout I showed you, do this every other day, or some of these stretches if you're quite tight, do them every day. Let me know how it goes on. Thanks very much, have fun.